Good morning, I'm Alex Kay. It's day 6, it's Super Saturday at Wimbledon, and I'm here with Ross Hutchins and special guest Anne Kiyothevong to chat through the day's play. Anne, big welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
How's things been? How did you find last week?
It was a tough first round draw for me, and my match on Monday night against a Spanish girl, Muguruza. But it was great to be out on centre court.
Yeah.
I would have preferred to have been out on the court for a little longer and to have got the win, but it didn't quite happen, and yeah, just move on.
Ross, one British girl is particularly impressing us this week, Laura Robson. Next up's Marina Irakovic. What do we know about her?
Well, I think you should ask Anne more about that. I think Laura's played great in her first 2 matches. You know, she's got great firepower, a very good first round win, and then disposed of the qualifier, you know, playing well. But Anne would probably know more about Irakovic than me. She's a very good player, I know she is.
She's actually a really good girl, good fun to be around, and good friends with Laura.
Oh, right.
They practice together when they're both in Florida. They go to music concerts around the world wherever they can. They're both very much into their music, and Marina actually travels with her own guitar, and she plays the guitar quite well.
Really? Can you heard her? Can she sing?
Well, I'm not sure about her singing, but she's not.
Sing, Anne.
Well, I could sing, you know. if she wants a punk rock band, then I'm all for it because I'm good at shouting and screaming.
That I don't know.
But you know, I think Laura's got a good game to play against Marina with her lefty serve. Marina also has a good serve. Her game's based around her serve and her forehand. I mean, she's always looking to play her forehand inside out and inside in, and she's quite nifty at the net too. Because she's been a very good doubles player. She's played doubles with Heather Watson, and they've
Heather
won.
will be giving her the lowdown.
Yeah, well, they actually won a WTA title together last year in Stanford. So yeah, I mean, she's got the game. Marina has the game to mix it up against Laura, but I think Laura's got more power, and yeah, she's my pick.
And Andy, luckily, looks like he's got the weekend off, which is a bit of a treat at this stage of Wimbledon when other people are playing around you in the draw.
But it's brilliant. I think any time you can have an extra day over your opponents in the middle of slams helps you enormously, because it's very important for him to stay fresh. It means he can have more physio time. He won't need to have more practice time because he would have put in all the work during Queens and the week before the championships.
Yeah. So what will he be doing? Playing computer games, watching telly? What do you do?
Well, he'll stay focused, and he'll just be very relaxed, spending a lot of time at home and making sure he has physio treatment. You know, the key for Andy is that he's moving well, feeling good, that his body's healthy. He'll make sure any little niggles are flushed out of his body with his physio, and he'll be ready to go come Monday, because that's the advantage of having the Monday start. You play Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then Monday again. And because he's on the show courts, he's often got a roof over his head, so he'll know that that's the schedule's going to be pretty much guaranteed throughout the 2 weeks.
And so Andy's former coach Miles McLagan is now working with Laura. How do you think he's going to be finding that? It's a bit of an adjustment from working with men.
Miles is quite laid back, isn't he?
He is, yeah.
But it might be a bit of a shock to the system being on a women's tour for him now.
What do you mean by that?
Well, he's probably greying at the moment, but you know, women can be a little bit more emotional. I'm sure it's different to working with the guys.
Yeah.
But you know, Laura's a good girl. She's very laid back. Good fun to be around, so she's kind of easing him into the WTA tour.
I think you said it well there, right? I mean, you know, Miles having worked with Bagdatis, Kohlschreiber, Andy, they all had teams around them, like Laura has, you know, Team Robson, if you want to call it that, and you know, he'll be used to dealing with high-profile players, especially Laura here at Wimbledon is a big name. And you know, he doesn't say too much, but he's very specific with what he wants. He wants you to have a good attitude. He's a good tactician, works hard, very laid back. But it might be testing working with Laura and being on the women's side, because he's never been on the women's side before. So we'll see how he does.
We're all harmless. Yeah, he's gonna love it. He's gonna think, why didn't I ever work with women before?
If you say so, Anne. Brilliant. Well, look, no show on Sunday because there's no play on Sunday, but we'll be back on Monday morning. And in the meantime, get tweeting those questions to Ask Ross DM and we will answer them.